This is Brian Anderson, joined courtside by Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. Our reporter tonight, Allie LaForce. This game against Toronto is the first time they've met this year.
Last year, they made easy work of this club, sweeping the two-game season series.
They may have wished for more games against them. A definite disparity in talent. We'll see if they take advantage again tonight.
Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
The reverse slam, that was sweet.
Ah, the finesse on full display.
Yes, sir. Power and grace. That had it all.
Now here's Ingram. Misses the three. And how much fun is it to watch these guys move the basketball, Clark?
Well, they've got two main ingredients. One, you've got to have a system that demands unselfishness, and then you need players that are willing to play unselfishly, and they've got both of those things.
Here's Arenas.
Hit me, I'm open.
Clock at 6. Kicks it out to Barnes. Sinks it from... distance.
And not really a go-to for Barnes, but nice stroke on the corner shot.
Irving for three. Nails it from beyond the arc.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets three, you fire three of your own. Boom. If you allow them to get that close, you deserve to get scored on.
I love his versatility around the rim. That time with the reverse jam.
Mark that one. You know that's going to be replayed over and over again. It's worth it.
And it very well should. I mean, I'd be shocked if we see anything better than that tonight.
James, outside. Driving in.
Oh, what did you say? My goodness. Come on now. Wow. Pretty much an unbelievable slam there, B.A.
You got that right.
I don't know how he was able to execute the reverse with that stingy defense that was being played there.
Inside is where Barnes is most effective, taking point-blank shots.
Right wing. Oh, can't get the reverse flush. And Barnes has got the ball here for Toronto, trailing by 2. It's tipped, and they'll keep possession. Natase down low, takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
And their offensive rebounding is such a strength for them when he's on the floor.
Yeah, he really helps them extend possessions, doesn't he?
And, you know, those second-chance opportunities can be game-changing. He represents so much value to this team because of what he does.
And it's the Mavericks with the ball. Toronto making their last shot.
Big Cat says, take that.
Offensively, Karl Anthony Towns is one of the most well-rounded big men in the league, Grant.
Yeah, maybe in league history, B.A. He's an elite three-point shooter, post scorer, and his passing is severely underrated.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Well, LeBron James last season set the record for most All-Star nods in NBA history. He said, quote, "I'm blessed to do what I love and just to try to give back to the game that's given to me over 2 decades. Long ago, I exceeded anything I ever dreamed of being in the NBA. Everything else is just extra credit." Brian?
Thanks, Allie. Mavericks trail by 3. Towns on a screen. Takes it inside. Oh, wow! Oh,
Watch out below.
big finish. Oh, a 360 jam. Wow. Now here's Barnes. He's got 5. Arenas with the bucket.
Well, he's really feeling it right now, shooting a high percentage to start this game.
Towns outside. The three is up. Drops in the three. Towns has got 5.
And, you know, we know he has this shot in his bag. I mean, Towns enjoys going right back at the opponent with the 3-ball.
Here's Arenas. Give him 8. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. That 3's off the mark.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Into the lane. And he goes up strong with a one-handed jam.
Yeah, when you look at Barnes' assist numbers, they show you can run your offense through him, not your average wing. Come on now, what a talent. Slips through the lane and just flushes it home.
Oh, the D feeling some shame right there. That was big league.
Well, I tell you what, you just got to sit back and admire the creativity there.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
The shot by James, no good. Toronto leading by 4. Pass to Batadze. Here's Arenas. Lets the 3 fly. Offensive rebound. Second chance shot. Here's Batadze. And finally they hit one. Batadze's gotten his second bucket of the game.
You know, with that kind of height mismatch, you've got to send help defensively.
No need to rush that play. That's called giving away a possession.
The baskets were coming early and often in the first quarter. Toronto out in front, up by 6. Let's take it.
The Raptors, 24.
Good to have you with us on this Easter Sunday. We're ready for more of the NBA on 2K Sports. All right, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Toronto.
Well, we're in the era of the three-point basket. So if you want to win games in this league, you have to connect from deep, and they have been thus far.
One other thing they've done really well, moving the ball around. They've done a nice job not settling for that initial option and making that extra pass.
Raptors lead by 6. And if you're looking for identifiable team mascots, Clark, some say the Mavericks champ, the horse, is near the top of the list.
Yeah, he does get after it. Also, the Mavs man. Dallas is rolling out a couple of iconic figures to keep that crowd on fire.
Outside Barnes. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Can't cash it in from the high post.
He expects to make every one of those, and we expect him to make them too.
Pass to Huff. And good. Coming on the assist by Irving.
Boy, beautiful dime there by Kyrie. We've seen him improve as a passer since he's been in the league.
From deep, Johnson. And the Raptors miss again. There's a screen. Here he goes. Banked it in off the glass. Johnson's got his first points of the night.
If you give him any sort of space, he's going to attack.
Pass to Huff. The fader. Rebound Toronto. Up top Barnes. 5 points in the game. And that one's good. And now it's an 8-point Toronto lead.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Arenas shot is off.
Well, I don't think he's performing up to his own expectations, but they still find themselves out in front.
I mean, they've been relentless. Just keep getting shots at the rim.
Well, the defensive rotations have been a step slow, and it's really helped them get that ball inside time after time.
Here's Huff. He buries it from 3. Huff's got 5 points now this quarter.
It it's important that you have big men who can shoot in this day and age, and this guy can really stretch the floor.
With the defense absent, that was a great opportunity, but no go.
Pass to Arenas. Fires the three. No good there.
Started out strong from three-point land. Hit 2 in the first quarter, but he's gone dry since.
And we've got a whistle. He was fouling with a purpose. And in that spot, in that situation, it's got to be a transition take foul. Grant, we're starting to see more players throwing alley-oops to themselves off the backboard. Did you ever do that?
In practice, maybe, but although I had some leaping ability early on, I never had the audacity to do it in a real game.
Takes the three. Kept alive. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And I just love how he's making the effort plays that everyone around him appreciates.
It is certainly making an impact tonight.
Well, you know, if you're not going to take care of the defensive glass, it's going to be hard to come away with the win.
Here's Johnson. And he banks in the layup. And it's a 10-point Raptor lead.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Buries it from three. Irving's got 4 points this quarter.
Kyrie Irving, what a touch from deep.
Johnson for three. Larson with a rebound. Here's Dallas now. Well, they've got the Bulls ahead of them next in Chicago. And that'll be their only game on the road before heading back home. For three, James. Rebound, Toronto. They've led by as much as 10. Well, Grant, even though it looks like LeBron could play forever, he stated that he doesn't have much time left.
Well, it's unbelievable that he's sustained this level of excellence for as long as he has. I would be surprised if we see this type of longevity ever again.
Can't connect from 14. Mavericks trail by 7. Here's Bridges. And that one off the back of the rim and in.
Yeah, picking his spots. Bridges does a great job of letting the game come to him.
Fires from deep. That one falls. He's now 1 for 3.
And that's on the defense, giving him a decent look. That's his shot.
Here's Irving. And yep, it's good. Irving's got 9.
I got a question for you. How do you defend Irving in the pick and roll? He's so quick, and his ball handling is so good, absolutely, virtually impossible.
Here's Brown. And Brown with the stuff.
Great assist that time by Kyrie Irving.
And stolen by Bridges. And a fast break now. The Mavericks on the run. Outside Irving. Shot clock at 5. Here's Larson. No good on the triple. Here's Strother. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. And that one is hammered home.
Padding the stat sheet, getting the board and the hoop all on one play.
Yep, he's earning his coach's appreciation.
Hard work on the offensive glass always does that. I mean, his fans will remember the dunk, but the coaches love the rebound.
And that concludes the first half. Raptors out in front. They lead by 6. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. Towns on a screen. Drives to the ball. Oh, my.
I mean, just hard on that one, B.A. B.A., I'm not sure he should be flaunting around the rim like that with this game so close.
Oh, it's risky, but it sure didn't look good.
I can't fault the guy for adding a little flavor to things. I'm fine even if he'd have missed it. I don't mind taking a chance to spruce it up a little bit.
Left side Johnson. And he converts the layup. Johnson's got 6.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
Pass to Towns. Launches it. And it's Toronto with a rebound.
Defense dodged the bullet that time. Total breakdown.
Natase with a screen. Here's Arenas. Towns with a rebound.
It's clear he's totally out of sync. The team needs to rethink its strategy around what to do with him. You know, it takes incredible accuracy to drain it from that deep. So impressive.
And Kenny Atkinson has called a timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup.
And something fans don't always get to see, some of the closely guarded secrets that happen in that huddle.
Yeah, typically there's some type of adjustment made out of a timeout. It might be major, or it could be just a slight tweak.
Toronto making a switch here. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. And that's out of bounds. Dallas will keep it. The Mavericks trailing. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the third quarter. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
This arrow's been trending up as of late, and he's been magnificent tonight.
I wasn't quite sure if he'd be able to maintain that same level of play. I had my doubts coming into this game, but consider my doubts disappear.
On the take. Tries yet again. Natase can't hit.
Clearly out of rhythm now, guys. I mean, just 1 for 5 to begin the second half.
And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
No question about it. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the official.
Toronto trailing. And a slam dunk by Ingram.
Brandon Ingram, a big-time leaper who can dunk it down with power and with ease.
After a trade to New Orleans back in 2019, Brandon Ingram has become a primary scorer, Grant.
Yeah, he scored well over 20 points per game since leaving the Lakers. B.I. has the rare blend of length and shooting, and beyond scoring, Ingram's assist numbers are very impressive, too.
Natase with a screen. Here's Arenas. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Arenas has got 12 points.
No idea what they were thinking there defensively. I mean, that's a shot he makes often.
From deep three-point land. Rebounded by Ingram.
You wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the glass.
It's clearly been their edge, and in a close game like this, you look for every edge you can find.
An excellent job of reading the defense as Ingram's court vision continues to improve. So will his playmaking. And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
And you know, with that size difference, that's not an easy shot. I mean, I don't care how close to the rim he is, that's a tough shot.
The 3 is up. They get the rebound. Towns. Six on the shot clock. And it's blocked. Right out of the air and controls it. Down low. Throws it down. And the official calls a foul. It may be a three-point play. That one on Reed.
Boy, you've got to appreciate the passing there. Results in a great look.
Mavericks trail by 3. Towns on a screen. It's deflected. And now the Raptors on the break. Ingram on the wing. 1:44 left to play in the third. No good with a layup. There's the three. And here's Wallace. No made baskets yet. Here's Towns. Again, the miss by Dallas.
Coaches loathe empty possessions. You got to be able to hit the easy ones.
The three from Barnes. Drills it from deep. And the Raptors lead by 6.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
The reverse jam. Unbelievable.
Oh, man. He got fancy with that finish.
He may be trying to provide the spark they need to break this one open.
And I like it. I mean, some coaches might want to see just a sure-handed lay-in there, but for me, I don't mind a little extra.
And it's Towns with the power finish.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him. With the score this tight, you cannot take a chance here.
I get the feeling, guys, that he may be sensing that this is a critical time in this game.
To the middle. And some solid defense from Towns. And so it's Towns with it. He brings it up for the Mavericks. 2-point game. 6 lead changes in a game that has a lot of character.
Yeah, both sides stepping up and making big plays.
Here's Ingram. Good. He hits the jumper. Ingram's got his second basket of the game.
He's somebody that's really comfortable carrying the offensive load.
Uneasy, too, on the layup.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
And you know, that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
That concludes the third quarter. It continues to be an exciting neck-and-neck game. Dallas on top, up by 1. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter started. Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. With this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. And so here is Toronto. When this game is done, they'll be off to New Orleans as they take on the Pelicans. And their road tour has only begun. That'll be game 2 of 6. Fires the three. LeBron with the rebound. The Mavericks leading. Here's Huff. No good on the three. And a fast break now for the Raptors.
Outstanding decision-making by Ingram there, working it to the open man. Really good possession.
Here's Dallas now. Pass to Huff. 4-3. That shot off the mark. Now here's Ingram. Puts up a deep three. LeBron with the rebound. And they're on the break. Off with the layup. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Pass to Ingram. Plenty of space. And the rebound goes to Dallas.
Every player goes through this. When your shots aren't going down, it can ding your confidence.
Hey, when Irving is creating for others, he's even more difficult to slow down.
Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it.
I don't know if you can credit the defense for that. It was just a missed opportunity.
2 points. That one goes. And the Mavericks lead by 3.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
The steal. And now the Mavs on the run. Freight train coming. LeBron gets to the rim.
Boy, there's nothing quite like LeBron on the fast break. That combination of size, strength, and speed makes him electric.
Johnson. And it's blocked by Irving. From outside the arc. That shot missing. Raptors trail by 5. There's the drive. Deep. Johnson. He can't get that one to fall. The Mavericks on offense. A great fourth quarter. Just giving up 2 points.
He's been a steady presence for them. Nice to have that kind of safety net at the offensive end.
And here's Ingram from the arc. Nails it from 3.
Well, I think it's big whenever Ingram connects from distance, especially, though, when answering back like he did there.
Here's Irving. Driving to the basket. Good. And that makes him 6 for 9. A quality game for him so far.
The D hasn't been quick enough to react to the ball inside. That's helped cause this run. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
And here's Ingram outside. Sends it home from 3-point land.
A slow start for him, but making amends here in the second half.
Pass to Huff. For 3. Rebounded by Ingram.
And, you know, even though that shot didn't go down, I like how they got him a wide open look in space there.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
Oh, just an artful little reverse slam.
Power and style. That was sweet.
Outstanding awareness and a terrific finish.
Second team foul.
Here's Barnes. And there's the call on Scotty Barnes. That's his first foul of the game.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
And not afraid to put his body on the line either. He took a shot for the team in that situation.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Irving looking around. And he lobs it up top.
Tell you what, I could watch this move in this movie all night long. Irving doing a nice job getting his team quality shots.
Pass to Arenas. .144 left to play in the fourth quarter. Puts up a 3. Gets the 3 to fall.
Cool, calm, and collected at a critical juncture in this game.
Here's Irving. Ooh, he's found his rhythm. 7 for 10 and counting.
Hey, you need a big night from one of your stars? I introduced you to Kyrie Irving. He is lethal and able.
Launches it from deep. It's hauled in by the Raptors.
It all comes down to this possession. They must get points.
It really does come down to this. I mean, come up empty, and it's over.
1:03 left to play in the fourth. Good work defensively by James.
That's their plan to get him an opportunity to finish in tight. That's a miss they can live with.
Outside Irving. Pass to James. Shot clock at 6. From deep. The low.